for everyone watching. If you don't know what went wrong, or if you're wondering what your opponent went, what build order wise went into their game, you can actually watch this on the Free Food Party website. You can just upload the game in the files. You can just upload the file in there, and it's gonna show you everything, like in like the time wise that you went for, like the shipment cards and everything. So if you're wondering to learn a new civ, build order that you like, I think that's a very nice thing to look at. If I'm not mistaken, covering up, because I don't think that any other website has this.
No, that's fair. So there we go. This is Manchuria. Yeah, because now this is a new set of maps. This is the quarterfinals, right? So they played, the first map is in Manchuria. So you can see here that Auke played with Mexico, and Julian played with Brits. So if you look at the player JulianK, the game lasts about 18 minutes. So you went for, you see the upgrades that he went through. You can actually remove the text research, for example. There's something funky here. This map calls Low Countries. I mean, you've probably never seen it before. It's a very weird map. We do have like a peninsula right in the middle of the map. There's whales everywhere. So you have 4 whales. So you have all this fancy trade line route on the north side of the map. Hunts. We also have a windmill here. In the south, we have a windmill. The players might not have access to TPs at the start, so they do not. But they do have access to a windmill. And there you go. There's 2 trade lines as well. So they both have to be pre-graded if you want to use them. They are separate, and they go into some sort of crisscross formation as well, so which is really interesting, quite be confusing. So if you want to take this one, you have to take that one on the other side. So you can see here it looks like some sort of Zeus kind of fork, kind of map, kind of landscape. The banger map is very, very odd. I wanted to have a very odd map for every round, because it's some of these things you never see. And then there's some very weird builds you can make. You can have bows right down your opponent's face, so it could be quite frustrating, and you can actually overwhelm your base. You have to be really careful how you build your base. Because of that reason alone, maybe have to use more of this side of the map, just because of the water. But you're never going to be free of water. This pretty much forces the opponents to have some water defense early on in the game. And with no further ado, I'm going to introduce the players one more time. This is the quarterfinals. This is the second match. The first match went out of sync. JulianK takes the win, and now we have JulianK first picking Portuguese under Carlos Teal into the right side of the map, and into the opposite side we have on the color red playing as the Spanish, not other than Auke, that took kindness out of this tournament, with Pedro del Cano. And what do you think? What's your thoughts here, Pika?
Well, as we have seen in the match between Radovan and Robrod, that Spain is very, very impactful, and at 15, 16 minutes. We haven't seen much further of that, but the Hadrosaurs can be very, 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 very hard to destroy and hard to kill. So
That's 3 varies.
kind of
That's pretty strong.
It is. It is. I mean, if you consider 79 attack damage with the cavalry combat with what 600 HP, not even musketeers can deal with that, because musketeers, they have what 20% melee resist. That's nothing against 80 melee damage. So
yeah, but this map
think
is not about the land, it's about the water. And then yes, you can take land, but if you don't control water as well, you might lose the game nonetheless.
But I don't think that neither of these. I mean, okay, they might have. I believe that maybe Spain, when they revolt, they have the ship that USA have. I'm not really sure what the ship is called, but it's pretty much like a mortar and a frigate at the same time. But
Yeah,
still, it's. I mean, there's still much further of the map.
I was expecting like more like a water deck here from these players, because this is gonna be very focused on water. I would say yes, of course. If you take land, yes, you can still be in a good place. You can still take down the side of the map, take the 3P line, and then you contest water later. So I would say yes, Land is important. It's more important than water, but it depends how you play this. You can actually lose by not having
True.
water. And not only that, you are constrained into a land that is an island that is very small. You have really to think what kind of buildings you really need to have. Where are you going to place your factories? Where barracks or church houses, everything is very important. You got to really think of your space here. You might even at some point have to destroy this mill if it's necessary for your buildings, because you do not have much space left. And there's like, I don't know if you can build over these flowers here. You cannot build nothing over here. You can build nothing over there. So water pretty much is your play. So having no schooners, no whales, or he does have the improvement warships, but the double docks coming from Auke. But I want to see what ports are coming on this side. That's why probably ports is a great sieve here, because ports is known for his naval abilities. And we do have schooners as first shipment, which is pretty much what I would expecting people to be sending. And especially rendering plant, also a great card. Also has the same improved warships. He has no warship here down, like a battleship or something like that. Maybe there's not gonna have enough time to send those. But you do not have enough time. Even for the town center, it's gonna take a lot of the space. Unfortunately for Auke, he seems like he has a bit less landscape than Julian has here, but it's not that much different anyways.
But I was gonna say that Auke has already taken one of the mills as well down the
That's big
southern part of
brains
the map.
actually. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's really nice because that's more like a village as well. But as you mentioned, ports is also one of the most heavy naval sieves that can. I mean, pretty much at 5 minutes, he has 4 town centers that he can make villages from.
Yeah, and also the town centers is a great defense in the water.
Yeah,
I don't know. He's placing here in some position where he doesn't have to. Maybe like a safe town center. You want to have a list. Maybe down here. I don't know, where you cannot be attacked. But you want to have maybe some town centers forward as well to defend water, right? Might be a thing.
Yeah, exactly. But if you look at it, he's around 34 villagers at 20 seconds, 6 minutes and 20 seconds, which is pretty insane.
Yeah, that's the beauty of schooners, right? They make your boats cost 20 less wood, so they cost only 50 wood, but their build time is 30% reduced. That's the beauty of this card, and I was expecting players to have it, and Julia just didn't miss it, and he's going heavily on water. He's on 16 villagers on the water, where we have 10 over here. Just that build time increased is paying off. That's 30% more boats for Julian. And he actually is going to lose the windmill control here. He does not take it. He's just about to take the mill control, but he did not take it. And he's going to find the explorers. He's going to say hi. Because actually he could just pretty much sit here, take the control of the mill, and does not leave. And he would not leave because he cannot be attacked. So he would have to take in 1 extra food per second, but he didn't want to be that guy. Mr. João Gomes is a nice Portuguese man. Aging up with the scout, also getting gill nets as well. So actually gonna increase his gather rates.
And what does the scout tell you that Auke is aging up with the scout? Because he ages up with 4 hussars, right?
Right.
So I believe that might be the that might lead to Chile Revolt, because those 4 hussars will turn into death hussars. That's a very nice indicator to watch for all the viewers. That
I don't think they get death hussars with chill.
they do, yeah. The death hussars, they're called death hussars, yeah.
Dead hussars. No, they don't. No, that's only from Spain. Oh yeah, it is Spain. Yeah.
But you're in Spain. Yeah, you're watching Spain. The scout.
Yeah. My bad. You're right. Okay, ports. What has he sent so far? 700 wood, 700 coin, 1,000 wood. There we go. Finishing gathering that wood. And nothing more. Where are we going for Spanish gold in the 700 resources in H2? The boat production is still going on 17 boats. They're keeping on their side of the map. When it comes to the boats, you not really want to cross this half map. But if your fish is, if the fish on your side does end, you are allowed to actually go through the next side, but you're just not allowed to send your boats before that.
Yeah.
And
I mean, Julian knows his treaty instinct. Like Julian's treaty instincts are on there. He just knows what's acceptable, what's faux pas. You know, he just knows his things. What you should do and what's not acceptable in treaty.
correct. And he's getting the gill nets. Oh, that was Spanish that was getting those gill nets before him. And Egypt with the tycoon is gonna get that extra coin, but probably for the mercantilism. We gotta keep on track of their shipments because we do not have the same ability to see them shipments like have them live. So we gotta really be on track of everything here. So I'm just gonna go back and forth as much as I can to try to keep track of what they're sending, each text they are using. There we go. The production of hussars started, and you're gonna have a lot of food, and hussars cost a lot of food, so that makes a lot of sense.
Oh, he's even getting steel traps, which is really nice because of the Hussar heavy food pop.
Yeah, there we go. He's also getting steel traps. We have a hunt here, another hunt still in the field over there, and then very further down here, he's gonna have to move his villagers to gather all this food. I think these hunts here are pretty much fair game. They're right in the middle of the map. This hunt here, I would say, is more into Auke's side of things. And also Julian's hunt is really far down here. But he has been hurt, this other one. He has another one down there. It's pretty much dead on the floor. The Age 4 shipment has arrived and the town center has gone for a defensive measure. And we are on Julian are on 29 boats, 42 villagers. Wow. To the comparison here, with Auke is on 20 and 25. So 45 villagers against 71. We have 30 villagers extra here for Julian at the moment. And all this economic might stay. You gotta really think of getting into the whales before you actually need them, in case your opponent go and takes them.
Yeah.
So yeah, getting that coin early on. You're also gonna need coin for mercantilism anyways. There we go. Shipping now the church card upgrade for making infantry faster. The upgrade for mass productions with the heavy cannons. The fur coverings shipment in Age 4. No, he's making coverings. Yeah, he's making cover. There's no such thing, I think. There's no cove shipments for ports. Second factory on the field.
There actually is. I think they have infinite
They
two
do?
culverins. Yeah, they have
Yeah, but the
infinite
two
two
is not as
culverins.
good as 4.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And covering Royale also onto the attack, which has been cancelled or already. Yeah, it's been cancelled for some reason. Spanish here now sending steam power. I think that's coin upgrade for the factory.
Yeah.
And here, there we go. Mercantilism coming through. Second factory on the field. Making more hubs. Mercantilism being researched. And I want to see if what's gonna send next here. Spanish should have a bigger shipment curve, I suppose.
Okay, calf combat. Okay, he sent calf combat.
Yeah, covering combat and unction as well.
Oh, unction!
Nice.
Wow.
I like that.
Wow.
I like that a lot.
I wonder what the stat on those SSRs might be after the unction, because I think they probably might be insane.
Okay, Julian's gonna have a shipment anytime soon now after sending the 1600 wood, which is gonna allow him to revolt it with peace and even make something maybe like some frigates or something. Bro, where are the nets? There are no nets in this map. So there's a a silver mine here. The silver mine is about to end, and there's a third mine he's already going for. Where Spain is not even gathering that much coin. He's on his second coin. Doesn't have many villagers. Que mi ordena. There we go. Unction is coming in. I think he has sent something else. He's overpopped now. Maybe he sent 7 Hus. He's on 28 Hussars. That's quite a lot of Hus. Forts can actually do Dragoons. So the 24 boats here that's gonna linger after the revolts. The 29 on this other side. So pretty much a fair amount of boats for both of these players. But you just this. However, Julian just played 30% less for all of this.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of it. A great shipment. If
And
you
like,
think about how much wood he saved over 30, so it's going to be 30, 3.3 is 9, so it was 900 food he saved here. It's a pretty good age 1 card if you think about it.
yeah, it's kind of insane. And like, if you look at the villages, he has 104 villagers, man.
Yeah.
That's like that's insane. And he's even building a frigate, 2 frigates.
Yeah, I don't think they cost pop anyway, so...
No, they don't.
But they can only build 3 of these babies. And the treat has ended.
Wow.
Here comes the 2 ironclad. He's going for Colombia. That's gonna give control of the water. But Chill Revolt is gonna give him control of the land because he's on 37 Hussars of Death. He has 32 revolutionaries, 10 missionaries, and also 6 veteran lancers. But I think his water control will be gone. All the investment on the water. So he has to be a decisive fight here for Auke. He needs to really control the land, really have a good fight here. But we do have a lot of musketeers on the other side that might be able to counter the cav.
I don't think they will. Like, oh, I mean, 95 musketeers. Okay, that's something different.
He does have 4 cannons here. He's making most musketeers. Look at the economy that he has behind because he has 29 boats on water, making food. He can make revolutionaries. I don't know if they cost coin as well, so more heavy is being produced. And he has also now the whales available to him as well. And,
can you check the stats on those Death Hussars with the missionaries?
Yeah, they go to
101.
Yeah, they go from 79 to 101 damage. He's going for the artillery. He's going surrounded by both sides of Hussars of Death. There's a lot of stuff going on here. There's so many Hussars. Let's keep on track of the Hussars of Death. We have a shipment as well for him. There are a lot of Hussars moving about, and that's gonna be very great for the Musketeers because they are shooting non-stop all this time. But this is not great. There's a lot of stuff going down. The Musketeers just managed to deal with these.
Wow.
They are supposed to counter these units, but they probably have higher stats. I don't know.
27. Okay, I mean he has made he did the arsenal tech. He did the arsenal tech, which gives them much more melee damage.
Right. The more easy to kill cav, big brains from Julian, and that many artillery, that many 79 musketeers left. All the cav has gone, and he lost water. And this is really hard to come back from. And there's nothing he can do anymore. Especially, even also he has sent the 2 ironclads himself. But he also has 2 ironclads that was not even used by Julian. So he lost 2 of the frigates for the ironclads. But this was game, boys. So even though the Hussar was so OP, you think about Dragoons or something, and you think that the Musketeers will not handle this, and it actually can be handled by Musketeers, as you just saw here, like how fast that cav was melted, and very well protected heavy cannons, even though he was trying to be sandwiched in both sides being raided by the cav. But maybe the arsenal upgrade just saved the day.